Well, my next guest is also currently in Halifax for the North American Indigenous Games. Hunter Lang is an Indigenous athlete and assistant coach for Team BC's female under-16 softball team. Welcome to the program, Hunter. Thank you for being with us.
Hi, Natalie. Thank you for having me.
I'm wondering, what is the atmosphere like there?
It's buzzing here, honestly. It's super energetic. It's very competitive. It's day one of the competition here, so all the athletes are super excited to get out there and play. Families are walking around the cultural village and exploring, and all the different contingents have a lot of team spirit right now. So it's one big, vibrant celebration of sport, culture, and our youth.
And we know the involvement of Indigenous culture really sets this sporting event apart from others. Walk us through why that is so important.
Well, a lot of the Indigenous youth here haven't necessarily had the opportunity to connect with their cultures. And so the cultural exchange here with people their own age and people who share common interests is a great opportunity for them.
And we know that you have competed yourself in the games before, but this is really your first time being here in this position as a coach. Talk to me a little bit about the journey between athlete and competitor to now coach.
Well, I have to say it's both surreal and also nostalgic at the same time. Whether we win or lose, I'm super proud of this team, and I wish that I could have played again in the 2020 games, but life happens, COVID happens, and I'm super happy to be back here as a coach.
So what lessons would you say have carried over from your days as an athlete to now your days and your role as a coach?
Some lessons, I guess, are just to work hard and enjoy the process, enjoy it all, the nerves and the competition, the cultural exchange, just enjoy it all and really make an effort to connect with others and meet new people.
What is your message, perhaps, for all young Indigenous athletes who are joining you at this year's Games?
I would say soak it all up. Just embrace the games, both the competition side and the cultural side, and just make those lasting friendships with your teammates because those friendships and those connections go beyond the games and into the rest of your life.
And before I let you go, I want to talk to you a bit about the role of culture in these games, because from our understanding, part of the games is the sports as well, the sporting events, but also a major part of this year's games is really the cultural celebration. Walk me through a bit about why that is so important and how that kind of plays into the whole festivities.
Well, it plays into it just because sport is a huge part of Indigenous culture. I'm not sure, but there might be a lot of people out there who don't know that lacrosse is an Indigenous sport, and sports have been ingrained into our culture. So the fact that this tournament has a cultural component is extremely important because sport is a huge part of our culture, and it's important that our youth understand that, and sport just develops young athletes both on and off the field.
And best of luck, Hunter, to you and to your team as they go on to compete in that softball game. Hunter Lang is an Indigenous athlete speaking to us from the North American Indigenous Games happening in Halifax.